welcome along and welcome back to Purbeck Valley. We've moved into October and it's time to get the canola for next year seeded. We've got just under a full bag of seed here. I think we've got some seed in the seeder already as well. Yeah, we've got 50 litres in there, so we're going to have just under a full bag of seed in our seeder. Should be enough. The canola is quite a small seed, so as a result we should be able to get both of our fields done. We're going to start off with our smaller field today. We're going to start off with field 32. As you can see, we are in the negative numbers on money, but that should be okay this month. Next month I think we will have a whole load of the milk to sell, so that should be good. I need to just turn this. I did turn that off. Need to turn this on then and get that lifted up. So yeah, we're in a pretty good position, I think, going into this. Our field is mulched and we got some fertilizer in it, so that's good. Yeah, we've got 965 litres of the seed in here, and we're set to canola already. We will get a GPS course set up, but we'll do it along the back bit of this. So we're going to come into here from this angle and just give ourselves a little bit of a barrier along the side here. Now, this is our brand new seeder. This is the seeder that we got at end of last year that suddenly came up. No, beginning of this year, actually, when we were seeding the sunflowers, this seeder came up in the sales, and we were able to get that picked up. So I'm quite happy with this. It's a good little seeder. It's only a 3 meter, but everything we've been running on here has been 3 meters, especially considering our fields aren't that massive. And so yeah, it's working out really well for us. We want to set our first waypoint now. We're on the straighter part of the field. Should have a point behind us. Yep, there's our first point set down. And we're basically going to drive the whole way along this side here. Try and keep as straight as we can to set the second point, so that when we come out at the end, we should have a nice GPS course set up for us. So straight along here, and we'll set the second point at the end like that. We'll set the width, and now we should be all set up. Get the rest of this field done. Let's reverse out of there, and yeah, this is looking pretty nice. So we'll try and line up for our second row. Get this positioned here, and yeah, this Pottinger should be a really good piece of kit for us for what we're doing on here. We got a seeder and a planter on the farm because we're doing canola and sunflowers on here, and this is a direct seeder as well because we got it from the direct seeder mod pack, and it is working really well. Now that we got the first row of this finished, what I want to do, and having set everything up, I kind of want to go to, I think we'll just continue along here, fill this section in, but yeah, we're going to have the two halves of the field divided a bit, and I want to make sure that whatever way we're doing it in the most productive way we can. So yeah, we're going to fill in the longer bit of the field here, and then we'll do the two parts of the field a little bit separately. We should be able to get through the farmyard to do it, so I don't think we're going to have a huge problem. But yeah, I think the better part of the field to start it on might have been up on the top corner there. It's a similar sort of angle, and I'm still, even after 3 years, learning how to properly work this field. Part of the reason for our lack of funds at the moment is because I cleaned the solar panels, and I'm hoping that cleaning them is going to make them more efficient, and we might get a little bit more cash in from them today. We'll see how things go. Already our money, I think, has gone down. in or as in the amount that we owe has gone down. So I'm hoping that they're clearing them off already. We'll see at 10 o'clock, and I'll come back and have a look at it then when we've sold a bit of electricity. But at the moment, yeah, we seem to be doing better as a result of having cleaned them. And I think it might get us out of trouble today. If it does, that would be great, because I'd really like a little bit of cash so that once we've finished seeding this field, we can go and concentrate on the second field, and we can just get the Vulture in here with the roller, getting all of these seeds rolled in. Before we continue on the farm, this video is brought to you in partnership with the awesome people at Apex Gaming PCs. I've teamed up with Apex Gaming PCs to create a custom line of PCs suitable for everyone from beginner farmers to virtual farming experts. And the highest spec machines are also perfect for streaming and content creation. Apex Gaming PCs have dropped the prices on almost all their products by 30%, so there's never been a better time to go check them out. It's just past 10 o'clock and our money has gone down by 200, or the amount we owe has gone down by £200. That is very good news. That means that we are making a good couple of hundred from the solar panels every hour, and I'm looking to double our solar power output once we've sold off this year's sunflowers. Sunflowers going to solar power is fantastic, but yeah, there's a really good amount there. So by the time we finish this off in a few hours, I think we might just get ourselves out of trouble. There's another little thing that's really interesting to me today, and that is that we're in the same position now with a planter as we are with our, or were with our seeder 6 months ago. This is the Amazon ED3000C. It is a planter and would be really, really useful on our farm. We don't have enough money to buy it, but it is for sale, and I'd really quite like to pick it up. And that is because our current planter is leased. So that would then reduce the cost that we have every month, because we own the planter rather than actually having to lease it. I am toying with the idea of selling the combine. We don't really need to own a combine. We use it for 1 day a year, cutting both these fields, and we could very easily lease a combine for that. My only concern, of course, is having the money to do that at the time. But there are ways of planning for that, such as just selling off some milk immediately before. And our combine itself is worth over 20,000, so it would free up a big wad of cash for us. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think to that. Should we sell off the combine, use the money a little bit more effectively around the farm, or do you think we should hold on to it just so that we don't have to spend so much leasing one around harvest time? I think next month we're probably going to be spending some time feeding the cows, because we are down to 6,969 liters of food. A daily food they take is 11,000. We might actually have to do something about this today, looking at this. However, the milk level is at 22,000. So, wow, that is a massive amount of milk we have. And I think we can't ignore that. With the planter available today, with the need for feeding the cows today, we are going to have to go and spend some time working on the cows today as well. So once we finish this field, and we are getting very close to being about halfway through at this point, we're going to need to go and spend a little bit of time on the cows today. Good news about that is if we can do that, we can get the second field of canola. That can be running with a hired worker, and we can get that working that way, while we go and sort out the cows and get all of that working. So really, I want to get this finished off as quickly as I can. We are maybe 2 hours actually from being able to get a hired worker on this job, simply because the hired worker will be, or we will have made enough money from the solar panels to do that. Right, let's lift that up there. Yes, I could have gone all the way across, but honestly, I want to fill this side of the field in, and then we'll be able to go and do the other side. So yeah, let's fill this in, and then we'll head back across the other way and fill the other side of the field in, and everything should come together nicely. I'm kicking myself a little bit. I should really have checked on the state of the cows before I started seeding this morning. We could have run all of this with a hired worker, had 2 or 3 jobs going at once, and just been a lot more efficient today. I've started this job now, so I'm going to get it finished, but yeah, it's a little bit annoying that we aren't actually in a position where we're doing several jobs at once at the moment. I would have been much happier if that had been the case, but it isn't, so we will continue on as we're going. It does mean that we're probably going to go into tomorrow doing a couple of jobs. So for example, like the rolling, I think that will probably end up getting done tomorrow, because we are well, we are at nearly 1 p.m. and we're not through this field yet. We still have all the work to do with the cows to get some money in, and as a result, we are falling behind a bit. That means that we'll be doing probably the weeding and the and doing some more bales in November. I need to work out whether I need silage bales or whether I need the hay bales more. I think it's probably silage bales. We can sell silage bales and make more money. I'm also toying with the idea of putting a dairy in. If we really do have as much money kicking around as we seem to at the moment, we might be able to build a small container dairy at our farm and start making some other bits and pieces. And if that's the case, we might end up switching to doing some flour on here as well, and maybe seeing if we can bake a cake, because most of what we need comes from the cows. So that would be a very good way to go, but it would mean adding some chickens. It would mean, yeah, it would mean upgrading quite a bit on the farm. But anything that brings us in lots more money is probably going to be worth doing. We're almost at the end of this side of the field. We've rolled into 1 o'clock though, and we're back in the black on our money, which is great news. So just got a little bit more to finish on here, and then we could go and do a hired worker on the other field. Although, to be honest, I think we might get the second field of canola done next time and set that up over there. We've definitely got enough seed for it, which is good news. But we've got so much more to get done today. I think not concentrating on that is going to actually be good for us. I mean, we could get it started, but given the amount of time it's taken to get this field done, I'm thinking there's not enough hours left in the day to get the second and larger field done. So probably best off leaving that till the following day and concentrating on the other bits we need to do. I need to sell at least one thing of milk today, I think. If we can sell one load of milk, we will be able to buy that planter, which I think is going to be a good purchase. And we will also be nicely set up to stay in the black for the next day. And then we will be able to get a hired worker doing this job. We'll be able to get some rolling done as well. And it'll just make everything easier for us. So bring this up here. Really hoping there's enough width in this to get this done. I'm not sure about that though. No, there's not enough width left on this seeder, so we'll have to go up to the point where it comes out and then back up and go up here, because further up the field it definitely gets narrower and we'll definitely be able to do it in one pass. But I want this end of the field finished so that we can then go and just finish off the other half before the end of today. Need to make sure when I finish this side of the field I don't get stuck in this corner here, because as you can see we're now coming back and going straight out from here. Other end of the field is finished, but we could very easily end up in that corner. So I probably want to start out from that corner and work my way back towards the main part of the field, and we'll just make sure that we aren't just stuck in a corner at the end. This feels so much slower than all the work we did last time. I mean, we got both of these fields mulched and spread with nitrogen with some slurry last time. Now, admittedly, both those pieces of kit, A, move faster than what we're running here, and B, are much wider. And I'd kind of got used to that whole thing of getting two fields done in one day. You know, we do it with the harvester, we do it with the slurry spreading, we do it with the mulching, but we can't do it with this because this is only it's only 3 meters wide. And as a result, does mean that we are very much slower, get a lot less done in every pass, and it is a much slower job. It does take 2 days to get both of our fields planted, so I need to take that into account in future, I think. And it definitely would have been a good way to go to have got the milk sold first this morning. I am kicking myself on it at this point because we'd have got so much more done today. And this will show in the next episode, because we will have this doing the seeding, we'll have the rolling going on in here, we'll be doing, we're going to be feeding the cows, we're going to be, you know, doing everything that we should have been doing today is what we'll be covering next time. And yeah, I'm kicking myself a little bit. In fact, I'm really hoping that planter is still going to be there next time, because at the moment I can't see us being able to get enough sold to get it purchased. I could be wrong. We're not a massive away from the end of this field, and there are still hours left in the day, but it is getting tighter and tighter to get it done. So we'll see where we are at the end. Maybe we will make enough money to get that purchased and sort things out for us. Now, I want to try and end up in this top corner here. I'm keeping a very close eye on really how much more we have to go. This site here is almost perfect on the shape of, or the direction we're going with the GPS here. It's a little bit off, not massively so, but enough to cause a narrowing at one end. So we need to leave, I think, 2 rows worth at this side, because we're gonna basically go from that corner and in. Let's drop this down here. Yeah, there's going to be two rows to do of headland over there. We've only got 1 row of headland to do around the side bit here, and it looks like we're coming up to a couple on this side here. So we just want to close this down a little bit, make sure that we are in the right place. Yeah, there's 2 now at the end here. I think there are 3 further down the other side, but it does seem to line up quite nicely with that part of the field. So I could have set everything up to have started on this side here and worked our way round All in all, though, I'm quite pleased with how this field's gone, and it is 5-4. We are decently into the black now, at the very least. That's not going to be enough to see us through to the next day. We'll be back in the red, but the solar panels are definitely making a difference to us here, and they've made over £1,000 today. So I'm expecting them to continue to do things for us. And in all honesty, if we can put in another £40,000 worth of solar panels down, that is going to really help us on this farm. So we are now up to the point where this is, in fact, just about done on this headland. I want to go and get that single bit that we have down the side, spoken about before. So we're going to reverse the tractor all the way around the field here. Get ourselves down the side. I can't easily see over the top. Basically, we want to come down to the corner, line ourselves up. Yep. I'll actually go back around the corner a little bit, there's a bit missed. Right, and then we'll just drive around the edge here. That will fill in the rest of this, and then we've got just a headland at the far end to go. Not quite where I'd planned to finish this field, but still pretty neat and tidy. I'm pretty happy with this. We've got next year's canola in on one of our fields. We need to get this rolled in next time and sorted, but yeah, field's looking pretty good. Nitrogen level actually is okay across most of the field, so not going to take a massive amount to do that. In fact, we might be able to get that done next time as well. We do need to go and sell some milk next time and sort our cows out. The cows are, yeah, definitely going to need feeding in the morning, so we want to get their food back up in the morning. We've got 23,000 litres of milk to sell. So that's nearly 4 full trailers of milk to go. That is really good. We're back up to 21,000 litres of slurry, which is good news as well. So all in all, things are going well, and we're going to be picking up in a good place next time. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below. Follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.